Hello. We're slightly behind by a minute, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, whatever, man. So basically, today we're gonna do these two quests. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but we're just gonna do that like this. So I guess we're just gonna do it. Why not? This, okay. And we just see where it goes. Hopefully, it'll finish on time. Good news. I think this is the first time I've decided to use a different kind of setting. So what I mean by that is basically I am streaming this and recording this at the same time, right? But the stream will be in 720 and the recording will be in 1080. Both should be 60 FPS. Should.
Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there?
So I'm just gonna keep a lookout for the time being.
Kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
What the? Okay, while that is going on, I also want to do another thing.
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked
Just
pretty
going
much everyone in the court of
to
Fontaine
ensure
already.
everything is going alright.
Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she
Because
heard
again,
that we'd
I'm
have to be out and about for
doing-
days on end. And
I'm
Fremeneh,
sort of like doing two
he
separate
hid
tasks for
himself
this
under his helmet as
computer
soon as
while
he
this
realized
stream
there'd
is
be people
happening.
around that he didn't know.
But I think
What
so
about
far it's okay.
Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
Yeah,
I've
should
asked
be
them
good.
already, but they're both pretty busy right now.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Why are they having the
Navia,
same
Clorinde,
gesture?
oh my.
Gesture. Yep.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Aibo.
Navia?
Oh, you mean...
Yep,
Oh boy.
This is our chance.
Ay ay ay. Not this. Not like
Do
this.
you need our help with something? Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Oh hell no.
Oh, for real?
Oh hell.
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Traveler, I'm on.
Hmm.
Would you join us and play Mars Shosei Hunter Judgment Day?
No. Please say no.
Mars Shosei what now?
Please say no.
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? That sounds super interesting.
Ay ay
Clorinde
ay.
and I are both veteran members of the club. And when
Ay
they
ay ay.
asked,
Stop inventing.
of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on.
Stop inventing.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was the
So
one that
whose
handpicked
story
the
quest are we
script,
doing again?
but
Is this
some of us haven't read it
Navia's
yet.
or Clorinde's story
No
quest?
spoilers, please.
Why does it
Anyway,
sound like a Navia story
the script
quest right
calls
now?
for a team of 4.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? I'm under the traveler.
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players.
Well, traveler, what do you think? Wanna play?
Ah, so it's a guaranteed scripted yes.
Well, that solves our problem.
Oh,
Woohoo!
that's us
I'll
a
go grab the
problem.
script manager from the club right away. The script manager?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for this script.
What?
In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real.
Wow, you're
Bro, this
right.
like
Whoever wrote this
D&D
script really did
but
put
like-
in a lot of work.
on steroids.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right?
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be
Others?
waiting at Chioria Boutique.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something. Let me think.
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across.
Oh yeah, because it's like real life, right? They're using like real settings or something. So I can see that happening. Maybe. My bad. Ah yes. Theory. Oh. Stuff. What? It's so
Sorry to keep you
weird.
waiting.
It's a
You're
weird
back.
combo.
Huh? And you've got the traveler
Karina
and
with
Paimon with you too.
Lily.
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Wait, how many players are there?
Hey, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you a...
I'm more of a casual member, if anything.
What?
I haven't. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script.
Oh, director Clorinde.
troop activities, Clorinde?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
That's so weird.
Right.
Oh, it's nothing. Really, just a small hobby.
She's like,
of mine.
I'm so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist.
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I
Huh.
maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. But in my personal life,
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
Cry.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal
Okay,
life, you don't
Farina,
get
chill.
emotional
Okay,
very often.
chill.
So you want to see me cry?
No.
Farina. What's up?
I'm
Huh.
back. Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager.
Pleasure to meet you
Yes,
all.
Florida man.
Wait, are you a champion duelist
No, he's
Oh,
not
no.
Paimon.
This is just the costume provided by the club.
That sounds like a lot of
Man,
work.
Paimon.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of this script was adapted from the real history of the Marushose hunters.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history.
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Lemurian dynasty, but I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
Mm-hmm. And I'll provide additional commentary as the...
In that case,
Whoa, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already.
This is so
I
meta,
see
man.
many a determined gaze before me.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message in the envelope say?
And
It's
he's
the
so
exact
meta, man.
location of the scene, as well as the formal permission
It's like
to
a
use the
story in
venue.
a story in a story.
Seems like they have everything prepared. Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once
Sounds good. Hunter Squad, move out!
The Paimon ruined it. The Paimon. The Paimon. Wait, he went to this direction, but it's on the other. What? Is my guy okay? What? Oh, yeah, probably right. Yeah. I mean, he's human, so can't really be helped. Are you for real? Is there any way to get it faster? I guess not. Pain. Oh, hello, lag. Though. Okay, just a tiny bit of lag. I think it's still okay. It's not so bad. Hello, sails. Are they upside down? Huh. Oh no, not like this up. I guess we'll be here for a while then. Okay, I guess we're just gonna chill here then. Figure everything out. Wait. Oh, so it's not forever. What a shame. I was hoping it to be forever. Oh, another seal. Cell. just do a slight detour. And the last one. Why did I pronounce one with T? What the? What's wrong with me?
But a momentary distraction.
Where am I going? Oh, I didn't notice it. What? Yeah, that's sick. That's actually pretty sick. Okay, let me just change my party again. Oh, the lag. Hello. Give me my
I've been waiting for you for.
bookworm Nahiro.
There is no escape. I see everything. Everyone's
Yep,
okay.
you do see everything. Yeah, this should be quite quick.
Ouchie.
Ouchie.
I see everything.
Oh.
Committed to memory.
Wait, was she swimming? Oh yeah, she's short. Forgot about that.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Cool.
How brilliant!
How brilliant. Eh. What the? Okay, I want to see whether it's possible to like get the achievement. Give me a moment. It lasts for a while, right? From what I know. No, it doesn't. Okay, nah, I don't know how it works. Never mind. I thought I knew, but I don't.
Whoa, they really have thought of everything. Even the Phaetometer is here and ready to go for us.
Wait, what?
The Phaetometer.
Yeah, what's that?
What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure.
And what about all the dessert and tea?
That's what the message said.
Oh, really? That's so nice. Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
Jesus, she sounds like a
Are great.
gremlin.
But I'm still looking forward to the story.
Very fair.
Verfa.
Then, let us begin. First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. In this story, everyone is a Marachose hunter.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have
Wait,
proficiency
isn't
in
it the
swordsmanship
Navia?
and
Isn't it
fighting by
Navia's
default,
head?
so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
Swordsmanship. So then,
Why don't you share a character card then? The traveler will be the Marachose hunter.
Kinda like in real life.
so for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep, it can be any name you like.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
New villain.
Oh,
Just calls herself
so
new
it
villain.
would be like experiencing a different life.
Oh yeah,
In
Verna
that
has some
case,
expertise in
I
that.
think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills.
Bro, she sounds like a
The more
game
points you invest
narrator.
in a
What?
particular skill, the easier it will be
I'm
to pass
convinced that
associated
she has
checks.
narrated other games before.
I'll take persuasion and investigation.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. So should we also take those skills then?
Pretty sure no,
Not
right?
necessarily.
Yeah,
Since we're
exactly.
working together as a for example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand.
Oh, interesting. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance.
Of course.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, traveler?
Cooking, medicine, insight. Ooh, sounds.
Oh, something that'll help you get to read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful. Haha! Got us it. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these 2 skills?
I mean, they're all pretty healthy, right?
You've all picked such classic skills.
Why do I get the feeling she's
Bruh.
getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon.
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says,
The script's world-building rules, huh?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you.
Ah, yes,
and
and
the
then
GM will take care of the rest.
yeah, Clorine's like, man, more
Alright,
work,
Summon's fine,
really.
let's learn Summon then.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time though, would you like to play on easy mode or
Authentic,
mode?
of course, authentic.
What's the difference between...
Well, in role-playing games, for example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to... If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default.
Oh, interesting.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story...
Nah, come on, authentic.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of
Exactly.
role-playing games.
Exactly,
I'm
Navia,
going with
exactly.
Authentic mode for sure. Never knowing what you might have to overcome.
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
Are you sure? Take your time. There's no rush. Are you sure?
Oh, it's the same.
Take your time. There's no rush. Are you sure? Take your time. There's no rush. Are you sure? Take your time. There's no rush. Are you sure?
Trust me. Honestly, I don't think Clorinde would make things too difficult for us, no matter what the Fathometer says.
No promises.
No
Wasn't
promises.
super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time
Up
ago,
here we go.
back when
Ooh.
human civilization was still in its infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land. They created a host of
Screenshotting that.
monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together.
Oh, the lag, hello. But there's no pig though. Yeah, the only thing that pig was when I was screenshotting.
Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, as you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as your eyes meet. And you realize
You're all Marachose hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia,
Screenshotting.
monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side. What say you to traveling together?
Okay, count me in.
Why does Lenny have an
My
eye
name
patch?
is Lynn.
What?
I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone?
Ah yes, of
My
course
name
she's a
is
bard.
Farina, and I grew up in a noble family.
Hey, you can do it, Farina.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marachose hunter right here. I've been studying the culinary arts since I was a child. I hope my delicious food can help boost people's spirits. That's wonderful. I'll be looking forward to your cooking during our
I'm happy.
adventures
Thank you for including
Well,
the
if we're
voice
all here
lines.
for the same commission, why don't we take some time to confirm what we need to do?
you open your envelopes at the same time. To the honorable and trustworthy Marachose Hunters, the lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being led astray by forces of wickedness.
Huh. The layout of this city looks super familiar.
The
Because they're in
scriptwriter
monster-
must have used a
mon-
real
monster-
world city as a
mon-
reference
mon-
when coming up with the map.
Mondas.
As experienced hunters, The layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. Yet, as you regard the city in front of you,
I carefully read every line of the letter and
you see a long string of unfamiliar names.
In that case,
Oh, good idea.
Oh, what the?
You look up and see a tavern nearby.
why don't we go
Deluxe.
check out that tavern?
Deluxe bar.
If the novels I've read are anything to go by,
Is it Deluxe? Are we gonna see him? Oh, damn it.
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, what
Lovely
the?
weather we're having today, don't you?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right.
it seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer.
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism.
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef. Besides, I'm not
Oh,
really a fan of
that
sweets.
is intended.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. Hey, did she just me?
Clorinde must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
The results of insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so I'll be the one consulting the fatometer.
Oh, okay.
You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time. You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty look in her eyes, as if her thoughts have drifted to a place far, far away. So you noticed. That's a little embarrassing.
Oh, this must be a lot of work for the GM. He has to
A
play
horde
so
of
many
monsters
characters.
suddenly appeared near the capital recently.
do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not completely sure.
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible.
Thank
Don't worry. We'll find him. We don't always get to choose what happens to us.
Oh man, she's yapping. Why is
do my
Navia
best.
yapping so much?
You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further into the city.
Bruh, Navia's skill should be yapping. Not persuasion and what? Interrogation or something, or inquire.
As
should be
you venture
yapping.
further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly.
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about this much?
Chlorine trying to do
What
a
do you
deep
take me
voice.
for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with that amount.
Surely
That
an
amount.
onion can't be that expensive.
What do you know? War's nearly upon us.
Whoa, what a nasty guy.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something? Sir, we came to this city to solve the very problem you seem to be referring to. If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd...
Oh, really? Oh. Oh yeah, because it's Navia, right? She's on easy mode.
Well, things are basically as you said, young lady. Those monsters are camped outside the city. We have limited reserves within the city.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place?
We could all starve and who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is
All right. That's all the information you need, right?
You know, if you smiled a little more, you'd definitely get more business. And I bet that would make your life just
Oh
a little...
my goodness, stop yapping. Stop yapping. Oh man.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square?
It doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained
Oh,
from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored.
Oh no, no. Wait, where's the statue? What?
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed.
This guy seems promising enough.
Is she gonna perform?
Hello, sir. Is there anything I
Is
can
it
do
because
to
of
help
the
you?
stone? That's why I can't see it.
Oh, wait, you're...
The stupid stone.
I'm...
Oh, dear
Rock
goodness!
solid.
You're a Marashose hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come.
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city.
Are there not enough soldiers?
It's not a question of numbers. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. To be perfectly honest,
Well, you can rest easy, friend.
the man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with...
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters,
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road...
I see.
All right, be careful. They're actively working with the monsters. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
like, now? Is this really the right
Wait,
time?
now we are... No,
I
now we are
appreciate
pick
your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on
authentic
the
mode.
crisis at
When,
hand.
oh my goodness,
Brave
I
hunters,
mistook for
I
now with
leave the
Navia.
future of this kingdom to you.
Bruh. I mistook the both of them. Ay ay ay. Ay ay
If I
ay.
understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need...
Exactly. We need to defeat the monster.
But which problem should we
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that.
Well, Clorinde said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right?
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history.
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script.
Paimon wants to know too.
No. All Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters.
Huh? So you mean any...
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages. And others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person.
What
She's a
kind of monsters did
mature
the
hunter,
hunters
right?
fight exactly?
Chlorine, if I
Oh,
remember
the
correctly.
evil sorcerer the script mentions.
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Rapperia. One of the ancient sorcerers of Rapperia used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems.
Now, wait a second.
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago.
from my master.
My master?
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends.
Let's not get off topic.
Oh, so they were
Anyway, back to
childhood
what I was saying.
friends.
Responding
That
to
explains a lot
Raperia's
now.
call, a number of warriors followed Cassiodor into battle against the monsters. Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace,
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters.
Is that really a bad thing, though?
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first?
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right?
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing,
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's decided then.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there, outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll state your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
But the lot of ya.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese hunters?
Oh, Marsha says.
Marchese hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, do you expect me to believe you're one of them?
Yep. Us doing an insight is not
We
gonna
were
help.
indeed in the city earlier, but your guards are still fighting the monsters as we speak.
Oh no. Oh. Isn't it supposed to be higher?
The man
Oh,
regards
whatever.
you with doubt and concern. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive.
No.
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead.
Where?
Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
Where?
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief.
Huh?
Quick,
Oh.
leave this place.
I was like,
Turn
no, the
around
monster is
and don't
actually
look
the
back.
other way.
They yell.
Where? Where monster? Oh. 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 Oh.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks.
So
All the
stupid.
signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
How did they what? How did not what?
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged.
Of course it's them.
They close in on
These
you
two.
without fear. You get the impression that, in their bloodthirsty eyes,
A little help here. This big one.
your battle round begins. Now.
Oh, ooh.
Drop.
Rock.
Pull apart.
Gun. Gun.
Stay calm, stay calm.
The next battle round begins now.
Fire!
Feeling
Hiya.
lucky?
Fire!
Step right up.
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marachose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points.
I never knew the phytometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict.
Huh? That's part of the fun.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump.
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed
Promise,
portion
ah,
appears to
whatever.
be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the... With the monsters gone, the small...
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
Oh, another loading screen. Why? Why? I don't understand. What?
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden even without opening it.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's hope.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters.
Wait, is that how it works?
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can...
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marchose hunters.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up...
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on...
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late.
Wow, where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is particularly enticing.
Here, here. Ooh, how...
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I...
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa. They really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clorinde finish her story, right?
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for
Farina
the
knows.
day.
He's
That's
like,
just a
Paimon.
coincidence, okay? Besides,
Ay, ay, ay.
not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy your own.
Damn, there's a lot of
And
food.
anyway, Paimon really does...
Well,
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it...
Flashback. The crap.
My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute.
What a heavy beginning.
Master was a fascinating individual. My first ever toy was a short sword.
Oh, wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child?
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me.
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but
Probably around, 3. You...
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
Yeah, exactly.
As I
What?
said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children.
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet from Liyue once. It was a Geovishap hatchling.
What?
A Geovishap hatchling? For a pet? That seems even more dangerous.
What?
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight.
And how old were you when this happened?
3.
5.
5.
Well, did you win?
No, I lost.
So, you're saying you actually became the Geo-Bishop's pet?
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat.
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, even though the training she subjected me to was strict.
I still remember the first time we met.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
I enjoyed them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but
Protector of Justice. Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago? The one who is always active at night?
Yep, that would be her.
Ooh.
She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the...
My apologies.
Oh, there's no need to apologize.
It's just
Although
Nubian.
calling yourself
Just
the
Nubian.
Protector of Order was a bit much.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with a name on the spot whenever she was asked.
The crab keep moving around.
Later on,
What?
she probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just 2.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the 2 she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual,
It's true. I always wanted to become like her.
but...
She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared? What happened?
No. Why is the crab still there?
I have no idea. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. When she still didn't appear after a few days,
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but
don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age,
Were you upset, Clorinde?
I was at first. But
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her.
Who knew Clorinde had such an interesting past? And I wonder if Clorinde's master were the champion duelist back then. Would that duel against Mr. Callus have gone differently? Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorinde and Navia are probably thinking something similar.
well, anyway.
Yikes.
Would you look at the time?
I had a great time today, Miss Clorinde. Thank you for being our GM.
Anytime.
The script was
Yikes.
good, but I've got to say, hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime.
You could be right.
What does she mean, on to something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time. Guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Wait, there's more. Damn it, it felt like the end already. Ah, pain. Pain. I thought that's the end of this quest. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong.
Let's go meet up with the group.
Where is it? Oh my goodness, what the? That's far. That's very far, what? What is that Hilicha doing? Huh. Uh-huh. That's the definition of indoor in a dungeon.
Looks like everyone's here. Now, before we begin, why don't we finish where we left off yesterday?
Is that really the most important part, though, Clorinde? Have you all cold railings?
I admire the work put into the set.
So the set is...
Unfortunately, that is something I can...
Anyone think Clorinde's...
Well, whatever happens, we'll just... If we're worried about arousing suspicion because of our identity...
Yeah, it might be better to keep a low profile. As long as we're helping people.
Staring at me won't get you anywhere.
Oh, Paimon's good. Thanks. Why aren't you saying anything, Navia?
Oh, this is the short sword Clorinde mentioned last night.
What?
I found it.
Huh. I'm surprised you managed to track it down after all this time.
Well, I made sure to take good care of it. Anyway, where were we?
Oh, wait. We haven't been thrown into prison yet, have we?
Well, it's only a matter of time.
Alright, Paimon's made up her mind. Paimon may have wanted to keep it, but if it's going to land us in prison somehow, Paimon will be too upset to enjoy her snacks.
So, you reached an agreement?
Oh, and we'll collect all the scattered pieces of treasure on the ground as well.
All right. You collect the treasure and make your way back to the capital with your bag of loot in hand.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I mean, so far so good. Not a lot of
The city
lag.
is still shrouded in a gloomy, oppressive atmosphere, in places where sunlight struggles to reach. Thank you, kind. The elderly woman's look of gratitude follows you as you walk away, her eyes never leaving your back.
She's probably trying to tell us to speed this up.
Should we go find that man again at the square? He seemed like a pretty responsible guy.
Oh, good idea.
Just as you start to make way to the square, please
Stop
wait,
right there.
distinguished guests.
Stop right there. Come on now.
Several
Come.
strange guards suddenly call out to you. They run forward to meet you and
Greetings, gentlemen.
Surely you jest, my lady. That would not be our place.
Huh? What's going on?
Do you think this could be a trap?
Well, we have to investigate the court at some point, right?
I say we go for it.
That sounds a little intense.
After a quick discussion, you nod. Gilded tables line both sides of the hall.
Wow.
The elderly king, clad in a magnificent robe, he wears above his head a majestic crown, with a gemstone the size of a bird's egg set right at They're here, your majesty. A man dressed in dark clothes, likely a minister, shields his mouth with his hands. After a moment, he lowers his hands and stands back up.
The king does not appear entirely aware of his surroundings.
The king remains still and says nothing. Esteemed guests, allow me to thank you for coming to our faraway kingdom. I've heard tell that your group, however, seeing that I was not fortunate enough.
Well, we've got nothing to hide.
Hmm?
The golem's blades were so powerful, they could cut. Well, there was enough details, right?
Your account does indeed match those of the survivors.
Well,
How did he know about the treasure?
Ah, then I must ask that you return it at once.
Wait, but didn't you just say that our great deed deserved a reward?
Only that which is freely given by the king can be considered a reward.
But that's completely unreasonable.
yeah, that makes no sense.
Maybe so, yet the fact remains. You tried to dispose of the treasure without reporting it to the court. What? No answer?
Well, what about the king?
Clad in his magnificent robe, the king remains seated, with his hands resting on either side of the throne.
From the look of things, could the Prime Minister be the evil source?
I would like to observe the number of guards stationed in the hall.
The guards in the palace appear fully armed, their expressions solemn. sensing the tense atmosphere in the room.
Well, there goes my plan to turn the whole place.
It appears we've been visited by nothing more than a group of ill-intentioned
That was an accidental
imposters.
skip.
What before I decide your fate, however?
Can't we try to slip away? Or maybe start some kind of riot?
But if we try to fight the guards, don't worry. At least we figured out who's behind all this.
Aw, thanks, you guys.
You allow yourself to be led away by guards surround. It's only when you begin to feel drops of water falling from the dungeon ceiling. Stay here, and don't try anything funny. The guards lock the cell door, and
Wait, sir!
your voice echoes through the dark hall.
Sir.
But the
Sir.
only response you
Sir.
receive
Sir.
is the sound of water dripping from the ceiling.
No!
Carve out a new path of fate with our own two hands, of course.
You reach toward your waist, but find nothing there.
What about that knife I hid in my boot?
When did you hide it in there?
When I was thinking about digging a tunnel.
Rejected. You failed to inform the GM of this course of action. Moreover, the guards would have conducted a thorough
Clorine's like,
search
what?
before throwing you in prison.
What
And
you
the
on
keys to
about,
the
man?
cell aren't anywhere to be seen?
Correct. You don't even feel a lock
What you
on the
on
cell door.
about, Navia?
Oh, well, there goes all our plans.
Indeed.
Huh? Why are you the one saying indeed?
Because that statement holds true for me as well.
What? But that's a terrible ending!
Generally speaking, this should be the point where the scriptwriter gives the players some kind of hint.
I mean, maybe they just really wanted us to be immersed in the feeling of being in prison?
That is a possibility.
If only there were desserts and tea in real prison.
Oh, before I forget, I took a closer look, and the craftsmanship doesn't appear to resemble anything from this era.
Wait, Clorinde said that sword used to belong to her master, right?
I doubt it. The way she went about things often made her seem childish more than anything.
Hang on. A precious heirloom passed down to you by your master.
Master left many things to me when she disappeared. I gave you the sword back then, because
Wait, when did this happen exactly?
after the duel between Mr. Callis and myself.
Before that, Clorinde would have meals with us and even stay over at the Spina some days. After the duel, though, there was a period of time where we simply didn't know how to face each other. We were both sad and conflicted. Whenever I looked at this sword, I couldn't help but wonder if back then it felt like I hadn't.
No one can change the past. The most important thing is that you two found your way back to each other.
Yep, you're right.
I'm sorry, you two.
Think nothing of it.
Oh, is this the continuation?
Looks like the next part of our script is here.
Oh, say less.
Perfect timing. From Clorinde's face, Paimon really can't tell if it's good news or bad.
Water continues to drip from the ceiling. Eventually, you get used to the unpleasant odor of straw. Suddenly, you hear footsteps outside the door.
Heads up, everyone.
Gather close, everyone, and keep your voice down.
Oh, it's him, the anxious man. Right. Wait, what are we playing as? Huh?
Who are you?
I work as a guard in these dungeons, but my true identity is the... Shh! I've already sent away the other guards.
I understand, but how can we be sure we can trust you?
The king has issued a formal decree. In light of the irrefutable proof of your crime,
Huh?
you're to be executed before tomorrow's sunrise.
A
If you
capital
want to escape,
punishment for
it has
that?
to be now.
What?
Executed?
Monsters appearing at the same location.
There will be time for speculation once we're out of here. Infiltrating the capital was difficult.
Have you seen our weapons anywhere, sir?
Don't worry, I brought them with me. His faction is too powerful. To defeat him, you must find a secret vault.
You're not coming with us?
No, I'll remain in the dungeons to deal with the guards. I'll try as long as my identity is not revealed.
In that case, please stay safe.
Thank you for your concern. I will do my utmost. As for the location of the vault, here, this map should lead you.
Huh. Okay.
Got it.
All right, once I open the door, remember to stick close and refrain from making any noise. You now have the chance to restore the honor and legacy of the Mara Shosei hunters, and be sure to exercise caution.
With the help of the guard, you successfully escape the dungeons. Your sense of despair and
Oh.
Wait, we didn't get to use our skills at all while we were in prison. Who knows when we're gonna get the chance to use that cool summon spell?
that is a pity, but we can only continue to move forward.
I wonder what's this about.
Let the world collide!
Shine down!
No, my sword! Hey! Yeah! Roll! Yeah!
I'm too short for you. Wait, what? That's not the secret. I thought that's the secret vault. Bruh. It's probably somewhere here, right? It's marked around here.
This should be the place marked.
This bit of rock certainly looks suspicious.
Well, I'd say an investigation's in order then.
Wow, you really meant that!
Before you
Oops.
lies a serene stretch of open water.
Well, guess this means it's time for a swim!
Swing. It's a bit too realistic. A bit too realistic for sure.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. As you step into the cave, you find yourself in an eerily quiet space.
Wow, this must be where the treasure is hidden!
But this door is blocking our way in.
Huh. What have we got down here?
A pattern on a stone door.
Is something wrong, Clorinde?
After a long, difficult journey, you finally arrive at the location indicated by your map. Your surroundings are exceedingly quiet and serene.
That description makes Paimon feel kinda bad for—
We're doing this for the sake of the people, to free them from the evil sorcerer.
Linny's right. We need to keep going. The next part of the story requires us to solve the puzzle, right?
Yes, that should be fine. Something feels off about all this.
So I guess from the title it probably says probably means the master. Probably the master is like hidden behind.
I found something!
Found something here, too.
Same here.
Oh, that was easy. What? Oh, it's a line. Oh. Okay, open sesame. Nope, okay. Really? Seriously?
It
Really?
worked!
Something just appeared. Some kind of new mechanism, maybe?
By solving the puzzles, you prove yourselves worthy of inheriting the secrets of the past. At the end of each puzzle,
With?
a key.
Oh, it must be the key to the big door.
Huh? This is one of the Marechaussee Hunter keys. It is said that 4 keys in total are required to form the final, complete key.
Huh? What's wrong?
You hear a few strange noises. Suddenly, all the torches in the ruin go out at
It's
once.
really old.
What's going on? Did we fall into another trap?
For the sake of immersion, please close your eyes, everyone.
Seriously. For the sake of immersion.
But
What?
Paimon can still see a little bit over here. Oh, right. Sorry.
Suddenly, you hear the sound of footsteps pierce through the darkness.
There's someone else here?
I've been discovered then.
Wait, that voice, it's...
You recognize the voice as belonging to the guard who led you to this place. It appears he now covets the treasure
What's
for
going on?
himself
Why is there like 2
and
different
has come
stories
to
going on at
stake
once?
his claim.
Oh, so this is just part of the script. Well, if we can't see anything.
Judging by the way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee Hunter. But
Retreat! That's not the hunter way. If it
your choice is noted. Please keep your eyes closed until I tell you the torches have been relit.
You got it!
Well then, let us begin.
What is going on? I don't understand.
Ready.
I'd like to try to hit him with my sword.
Your strike is successful.
Ha! You're facing a veteran Marechaussee hunter. You don't stand a chance.
Is he still standing?
Wait, what?
Couldn't.
My man just disappeared. What?
Is it over? Can we open our eyes now?
The enemy is strong and relentless, but the battle is nearing its end.
What about now?
Final strike. Ha!
Oh, well, did we get him? Clorinde?
Warm fire flickers across the walls once more. Your vision is now clear. In an impressive display of courage, the 4 of you successfully defeat the uninvited guest.
More like Clorinde's the
Look
one
in
that
his
did it.
eyes. It's like he became an entirely different person as soon as I defeated him.
Huh? Mr. Florian? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be role-playing. I should stay in character. Speak your name, guard. Why did you lead us here just to betray us? Is this treasure really more important?
What kingdom? What? I, Florian, am a true Marechaussee Hunter.
So he's also using his real name.
Then I'm even more confused. If you truly are a Marechaussee Hunter,
What do you know? In this day and age,
What's that supposed
my skills were passed down to me by my father. And what did he get in return? A life of poverty.
I think we're getting a bit too meta here.
I forgot all about him.
I don't think this is
When
in
he
game
died,
anymore.
Not a single person came to mourn his passing. The Marechaussee Hunters were the ones who saved this city.
Is he talking about how no one in the capital seems to remember the hunters and their legacy?
So that's why you want to take the treasure for yourself?
if you already knew where the treasure was located, why did...
Because I still needed the final key.
Only a true Marechaussee Hunter is capable of passing through this final door. As someone who sought to hurt others for his own gain,
Okay, but what is this treasure?
you're sure you want to go in?
We've been talking about it for so long. Of course we want to
They don't know what's going on.
And we've already defeated Florian, right?
Pesky brats.
Watch yourself.
Then let's open the door together.
All right. Your choice of action is confirmed. Before you, the door to the treasure, sealed and undisturbed from... You hear the shrill wail of the door hinge as it rotates for the first time after years of disuse.
It's open! Come on, let's go in! Paimon wants to see what's inside!
Ooh, me too! Ugh, uncovering hidden treasure is the most exciting part of
Screenshot it.
adventuring.
A stone tablet?
You call this a treasure vault?
Maybe the troop ran out of budget at the end?
They provided a super immersive experience at the beginning only to drop the ball at the most important part?
Wait, I get it now.
This is it? The Marashose Hunter treasure is just a stone.
Whoa, are you okay?
The Marashose hunter before you appears to suffer a serious mental breakdown. One of you seems to understand the significance of the treasure already. If the
What? 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 Wait, I just want to go in as well. Why not?
Walter.
Walter. What? Where am I?
So, how are you doing?
What just happened?
Do you remember how you got here?
I remember now. I brought you here because I wanted to... The explosives in the cave!
You mean these?
Huh? How did you...
I could tell something was off the moment I stepped into this cave.
So the strongest champion duelist in all of Fontaine saved the day once again.
I deserve some answers, don't you think? Everything you said earlier sounded like the truth. Luckily...
I don't know. I just always felt like there was something in my heart that didn't belong to me. The feelings about my father and the other Marashose hunters are real. It just wasn't fair. I was angry. I don't know when it started, but at some point...
But if the treasure was all you cared about, why plant all those explosives?
I can't remember.
From your description, I suspect you were dealing with a devorator.
Devorator?
Oh, your master... your father, I mean. Never talked about it?
No, I've heard of it. I'm just... Wait, it can't be.
The seal?
My family has served as Marashose hunters for many generations. My father instructed me to always watch over that seal and maintain it regularly, but I neglected that duty after he died.
The Devorator would be a formidable adversary for any mortal being, if you lacked the power to completely destroy it.
I heard it has the power to amplify the obsessions and desires in people's hearts.
And yet, you were able to retrieve 3 of the 4 keys.
One of them belonged to my father. I know just how strong you are. The only way I could think to obtain that last key...
I won't comment on anything else.
Well, I did pour my heart and soul into it. The stories my father used to tell me about the glory of the heroic Marashose hunters.
It's more than just a story.
Huh?
You're proud to be a hunter.
I have done so many despicable things.
Then explain the purpose of the evil sorcerer in your story. Isn't he the true antagonist? The one who sought nothing but his own gain.
But I've already tainted my...
Wake up, Florian. Remember how you introduced yourself earlier. Do you really think the hunters acted out of a desire for honor and glory? Or to be loved and acknowledged by the people?
Damn.
You do not wield your sword for yourself, but to protect those you serve. Do you still not understand?
You're right. I am a Marashose hunter.
I wouldn't be so quick to push aside the need for redemption.
I know. That's a charge I won't bother to defend myself against.
Good. Then, come with me. And help me see the script through to the end.
Huh? See the script through to the end?
Never finished it, huh?
No, I mean, I wrote the script with the sole purpose of luring you all here.
Then we'll just have to keep writing it. The evil sorcerer still needs to be defeated.
You mean the Devorator?
Is that really so hard? You've already written most of it.
You aren't afraid your party will fall into danger?
I know what my friends are capable of.
Then, are you going to tell them the truth about all that?
I don't intend to spoil the fun.
Bruh. Oh, makes me wonder, wait. Oh, it's a different sword. Huh. Interesting. Oh wait, no, that's Fruna. I see.
They're back!
That took a while.
Ahem! My fellow Marashose hunters, please.
Tone it down.
Sorry. After crossing swords with you and witnessing your courage in battle, I've rediscovered my true self and
Oh, do I smell a redemption arc?
I confess, I was brainwashed by the evil sorcerer.
That little... Wait, you're...
That's right. He's adept at manipulating the hearts and minds of the people.
Huh. And how are you going to prove that you're a changed man? We're not...
To be perfectly honest, I only came to my senses after seeing the treasure. The treasure was actually...
The names of all the Marashose hunters from ages past and their weapons?
Yeah.
Wait, you already know?
Of course. Don't underestimate a veteran role player's exploration skills.
We just finished reading through the content of the stone tablet.
That tablet recorded the lives of some fascinating people. She inherited the responsibilities of the Golden Hunter and passed judgment on many people. But in private, she...
So, she was just like you.
Bro, no.
Oh, you really think so?
No.
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose I also have a few things in common with this Walter. Working as an executioner, he...
Their lives were all so exciting. You could write so many cool books about their accomplishments.
Because they chose to be. To hunt monsters that only appear in the shadows, you must also operate in the dark.
Then this stone tablet must have been left behind by their companions.
That's right. Few Marashose hunters ever revealed their identity to the public. The only time they spoke of their accomplishments would be at night.
So, this tablet was created not so that the hunters would be remembered by the people.
No wonder this place was so well hidden.
You regard the stone tablet in solemn silence. The tablet proves that, although a hunter walks a shrouded path, their legacies shall continue to be passed down from generation to generation.
Father, you once told me that I should seek out the treasure if I ever became lost.
Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
His eyes are sincere, and his words ring true.
I implore you, everyone, please give me a chance to make up for all I've done.
Well, I say we let you join.
Sounds good to me too. Everyone makes mistakes.
I have no objections, but Mr. Florian...
When he took over my mind, I gained some...
Huh? He's afraid of the treasure?
What if the secret's hidden inside these
no.
weapons?
There's
GM,
some weird
permission to investigate.
change in the storyline. So weird.
At first glance, The weapons appear absolutely ordinary. These blades have slain countless monsters.
So basically, take these with us, right?
I'll take this weapon, since it used to belong to Est.
Ah, good idea. I'll take Mr. Walter's bow then. From one archer magician to another.
Paimon's gonna pick a cool weapon too!
Like what? What? A dagger? A butter knife? Huh?
As you grip your weapons, you can almost feel the will of past hunters coursing through your being. It's a feeling of courage, determination.
Mr. Florian, do you know where to find the evil sorcerer?
I was able to see his surroundings when our minds were connected. I believe he's currently hiding out at the church in the kingdom. We must be extremely careful. He's spent so long living among monsters that he's...
Then why don't we explore some more and try to find some higher level gear?
Oh, no. We have to strike now. He was greatly weakened when I managed to break out of his control. If we let him rest, he might have time to escape.
I agree with Mr. Florian.
Yeah, now that we've got a plan, there's no point in waiting.
Yes, that's what's called... Yes, that's exactly right.
Alright, you've...
Mr. Florian?
Of course.
Oh.
He had to set up so many scenes today.
Bruh.
Now he has to join in for this last part.
Finally, you decide to slay the evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the kingdom once and for all. As you walk away, you feel the gaze of the stone tablet at your back.
Bruh, what is going on, man? It's getting way too meta. Wow, his house is far. Further than I expected. What? What? Is that a hot spring? What? What?
Finally, you arrive at the church Florian described.
Ah yes, look at
As
the
you
villagers.
approach, an ominous aura surrounds you.
How strange. This uneasy feeling seems so real.
Now, it is time for the final battle.
Let's go.
Florian, wait.
Oh, what's this?
What's wrong?
I think you should wait outside. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be this close.
That's exactly why I have to go.
You mean...
Yes. I intend to lure it into my body.
That's too risky. If things get out of hand, I might have to kill you.
I understand, but if I do this, you'll have a clear and visible target. The Devorator will have a hard time passing up a chance to enter a body it knows how to control. You're not like me, Miss Clorinde. You're a... This is... Consider it a duel to restore my honor.
I understand. Then, as a champion duelist, I hereby accept your request for a duel.
Thank you.
The battle is now upon us. Let the Devorator once again tremble under the blade of the Marechaussee hunters.
Are they part of the... I assume they are part, right? Yeah, I'm just assuming that part.
Shall begin! There is no escape! No, my sword! Rain outlines your...
Everyone hold hands!
Just gonna assume that. Much easier that way. Oh. They are not, okay. Okay. Go into someone's house again, why not? Oh, cutscene. What? What?
So
he put up the minions. Doble, go! Cool, doble. God, my man's twister for you. Bring a gun to a knife fight, huh? Interesting.
Why is nothing working?
This foe is not invincible. You hold the treasure. The power to defeat it in your own 2 hands.
The treasure? You mean... The names! It's the Marechaussee Hunters' names!
How are we supposed to...
You forget, Paimon? There's still one skill we saved until the
Some-
very end.
Hunters fight not for fame, but to aid the people whenever they are summoned.
Walter the Marechaussee Hunter, master of 1,000 tricks, executioner of the Phantom Hunters. I call for aid!
Huh? What?
Est, the Marechaussee Hunter, inheritor of Cassiodor's will, judge of the Shadow Hunters. Answer my call!
What?
Petronilla, protector of justice and order. The hunter I respect the most. Thank you for saving my friend, the best one I'll ever know. Please, lend us your strength.
We have come to answer your summons. And so,
Huh?
the monsters were eradicated, and the sorcerer was defeated.
Can we
He
get like a
soon
separate
returned to the
POV, like
capital.
what's happening
Those
with
in the
all
court,
that
manipulated by
weird
the sorcerer,
game
also
gamified
recognized the errors of their ways.
animations?
Some remembered the names of the heroes who
What
saved their
is
kingdom,
going on?
but others simply continued their lives none the wiser.
Where's the guy?
Such
Oh,
is
it's on
the
the ground.
story
Never
of the
mind. Why am I
Marechaussee
even saying?
Hunters. They will always protect the city, and though
What?
I am assuming we've...
yes, you've reached one of the better endings.
Huh?
It's a pretty
One
solid
of the
story
better
overall.
endings?
I thought it was just an ordinary adventure at first. That final battle especially. All the effects were super realistic.
Oh, right. Yeah, totally.
Ah, that's a really good point. I never expected the weapons we picked up from that vault would
Wait,
have
it's
that
real?
kind of effect.
Yeah, mine nearly scared the daylights out of me when it started glowing. I took
It's
a good
real?
look at it after we got out, but
What?
I don't think it ever lit up again. Oh, we should probably give these props back, right?
Did you have a good time?
Of course. Let me know if another script like this comes around.
Sure, no problem.
What is?
Then I'll head back for now.
It's way too meta.
I think I need some time to fully digest it. Once Mr. Florian is awake,
You're right. He's had a lot to deal with.
well, see you all some other
My
time.
man's just on the ground.
Toodaloo.
Is it? Bro, it's just like it's.
Okay, so
Bro, it's like
Can I
it's like
ask
when
now?
George Russell won and the
think it
first
should
thing he
be
says
fine.
yabba dabba doo.
what
Ugh.
in the world was going on back there?
So you saw through all of that?
That time in the cave when you told us to close our eyes?
Yeah, it'll
It'd
be weird,
weirder
right?
if we didn't notice anything.
Be weird, right?
I
Like,
was dying of curiosity the entire time.
Guess none of us wanted to be the one to break the illusion.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me Paimon never... Oh, this is all my fault. It's not too late to cover
Paimon is
your
just skill
ears.
issue, man.
Here, Paimon. I'll do it for
Paimon,
you.
Paimon has one brain
bit
cell.
late for that, don't you think?
You're saying everything that happened back there wasn't actually part of the script?
Yeah.
It's probably more accurate to say this was never a real scripted story to begin with.
What?
So loud. My head.
Bro. Yes, same. I think that's like everyone's.
You! Get up right now and explain yourself!
Yeah, she's so noisy.
No shaking, please!
Yeah, she's so noisy. I'm glad that the NPCs also realized
Did I
that.
just hear that right? You guys made up that whole last part on the spot? It's not nice to lie to people, but Paimon's gotta admit, that was a...
Yeah, it was like watching a magician.
If Paimon knew something was wrong with that vault, she would've...
Everything was under control.
As if you've ever described a situation as being out of control.
Guess I'm just used to it.
You must run into a lot of unexpected situations then.
As for you, Florian,
I know there's no excuse for what I did.
I would say you've already suffered more than enough.
Yep.
What?
You may have been blinded by fame and fortune in the beginning. You'll be far more used to the city above ground than below.
But
Of course, you'll still need to take the keys and pay a personal visit to the 2 hunters you wronged.
yeah,
As far as I'm concerned, though, your showing in the duel was enough to prove your honor.
then I'll do exactly as you said. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll do my best to prove myself worthy of the second chance you've given me. Until we meet again,
Speaking of Marashose hunters, what should we do about the treasure in that cave?
Leave it be.
Bruh.
Are you sure? We could show it to people, make it so that the hunters are remembered. Don't you want that?
No. Every name on that tablet made the same choice. I am no exception. My identity as a Marashose hunter is not something I need people to remember.
That's certainly very different from the.
Wait! Paimon just remembered something.
That's because the Marashose hunters of ages past would often imbue their weapons with special enchantments.
Oh, so it's actually
so that's
real,
why they had an
real.
effect on that guy near the end.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm sure the summons were a part of it too.
Oh? How so?
This particular devorator probably hailed from the same era as the hunters we saw in the room. The names you recited all belonged to the bravest hunters.
So the names held the power all along.
Wow, so meta, man.
Navia, everything you said during your summon.
Oh,
Oh.
I
I meant what I said.
the awkward
I mean,
tension.
It was true to
Mhm.
my character, so yeah.
Just get a room,
Glad you heard it. Just
I really appreciated those words.
all right, all right. Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore.
We were not done.
She ran off.
I should probably head back as well. This story was truly incredible. Goodbye.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
Traveler, should your name and deeds be forgotten, what do you think the significance of your journey will be?
I suppose the significance would be the journey itself and the world we helped create. There's still value in the time I shared with everyone here, in the things we were able to accomplish, even if no one remembers them.
A great answer. I'll remember it.
And it just shows that Clorinde will remember.
Me,
Clorinde will remember that.
the Marashose hunter, says nothing in response to that question. Perhaps her answer lies in her silence. An unspoken vow left to echo through the night.
Alright, let's do the next one then. Next one, Sigewinne. Or what, Sigewinne, whatever you call it. Okay. Where is it? In the middle of nowhere. Okay, sick. It's alright. Let's see what's the story quest gonna be like. It's probably something got to do with the history of the Mussolini or something. What is going on here? I just realized they are the same height. Hope it's fun.
This shop looks popular today. Wonder what. Butterfly Dew Cosmetics. Oh, Sigewinne's here too. Hey there, Sigewinne. Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. I hope you're keeping yourselves fit and healthy. You bet we are. So anyway, what are you doing here, Sigewinne?
Wait, that's a EN dub.
The Duke
I'm so
insists I
used to
take
listening to
regular
the JP
vacations in
dub.
the court of Fontaine. This one just
That's
so
the
happened
Ian
to
dub.
coincide with a promotion
What?
for a new skincare product, so I came over to take a look. I like to keep up with the latest industry developments.
This is
when I
like a
can.
whiplash
Tell
right
me
here.
my magazine articles.
What?
Wait, you write for a magazine? It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles about skincare for them. Oh, wow! You're a maritime flower? What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty! I really like this role. The staff at cosmetic shops are always so polite. Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the maritime flower.
Bro, what
Obviously,
does
it's because of
Paimon sound like
Sigewinne's
she
love for
smoked
beauty.
7
Still, a leader
cigarettes
of the
before
Beauty Association?
before
That's
talking?
incredible.
Her voice
The
is
truth
so
is,
raspy.
I study this field because I
What?
cherish my own appearance. The words of a master beautician defy comprehension! Not really. Actually, Melusine aesthetics are very different from human ones. If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness. Oh! Really? Yep. Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care
I'm
of it,
disappointed in myself
ended
that
up
I know
learning quite
what
a lot
was
about
going to
skincare
play
and
out in
stuff.
that scene.
It turns
I
out
just know they're
my
going to
knowledge
slowly
and
pen and then
experience
just
is pretty popular with beauty product
do a
lovers.
sudden pen up into
Pain is a
Sigewinne
big
doing some
surprise to me, though.
pose.
Oh,
And
I
that
get it
troop.
now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway?
I
Ooh, wait,
guess.
sorry. That was probably really offensive, wasn't it? No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. If you're interested. A shape-shifting story? Oh, heck yeah, of course we're interested. Once upon a time. Long ago, humans rejected Melusines, and Melusines feared humans. There was one Melusine who became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her. So, the Melusine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melusine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine. In this game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melusine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melusines can't be trusted.
How dare you say
Because
scram?
I'm not human. I can't save my best friend. In desperation, the Melusine approached the frightening witch. She begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melusine did not hesitate for very long. On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door.
Of course you accept a little doctor.
The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret. The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before.
What?
Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved. But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again.
Okay, so who's the witch?
So, since then, I've lived my life in human form.
Who's the witch?
Most people who know me just think I was born this way.
Could it be what's Clee's mom? Alice.
A witch? A potion?
Just Alice, right? It's
Why
not.
does it trust me?
I'm like
It's a
mixing up
true
with another
story.
anime.
Must be the way you
Mixing up
told
with
it then.
Alisteria.
It just sounds
Alisteria
pure. Not
February.
every Melazine would take human form to
Ay,
save their
ay, ay.
human friend.
Where's March?
That must have been a huge decision. Treating patients is a doctor's duty.
But are
It's
you
so
licensed?
crazy that they turned you away just because you were a Melazine. Well, sometimes appearance can be a real barrier.
Okay, we're getting way too meta
But
here,
that
man.
was a long time ago. I'm on too. Here's
Attention customers! Thank you all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce that our exciting new product is now officially on sale.
Well, there we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, Paimon, if you want to buy any skincare products, really? Personal advice right from a leader of the Fontaine Beauty Association?
Allow me to introduce our newest skin lotion, Butterfly Dew. I'm sure many of you have already read about this product's trials. To say that it improves skin quality is an understatement. This product gets its name from the way it transforms your skin and makes it glow anew, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis and spreading its wings for the... We are thrilled
So
to have
cringe.
the inventor of this fantastic product with us here today.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rawat, and I developed Butterfly Dew.
My man looking like a literal inventor.
He's a researcher? Wow, he's really challenging the stereotype.
Yeah, he's really
It
changing
seems
this
that everyone is
stereotype.
surprised by my entrance. I'm well aware that researchers are generally better known for their brains than their dashing good looks. Of course, appearance is a skin-deep way of defining a person. It can rob a young person of their self-confidence when applying for a job. But what if I told you that those shackles can be broken? If our appearance prevents us from changing, wash away moles, birthmarks, and wrinkles, and they can no longer rob us of our confidence. Replace them with luster and radiance. And that is why Butterfly Dew exists. Its mission is to allow us to shed our
So it's
pupae,
like a extreme
undergo a complete
exfoliation,
metamorphosis,
essentially.
and embrace a new life.
Or like an extreme scrubber.
actually works or not. After that,
Mr. Rawat,
But I got a feeling
could I
Sigewinne is
ask
like, yeah,
if
this guy
you've
is
used this
up
product
to no good.
yourself?
Of course, I tried it many times while I was testing it.
wow, then it's
Still, I don't expect to convince you just by blowing my own trumpet.
volunteers.
Oh! Ah, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of the Fontaine Beauty Association here
Oh,
with
they
us.
know about her.
In that case, Miss Sigewinne, could we seek your most expert opinion on this product?
Sure.
Whoa, is that romaritime flower?
Here you go.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high. Even for Fontaine, this is a first-rate product. Wow, now that's high praise.
I'll take one. Any discounts?
All right. Well, all that remains for me to say is butterfly.
Don't care.
Think we should buy a bottle too? Of course you bring up Mora. Fine, Paimon will pay out of her own pocket. And if you're worried about whether it's the right product for you, well, luckily for us,
Wait, this is just the start. What? Bro, I thought that was the end or something. Wow, I was like, wait.
It's an
This is a
honor
short
to receive
quest.
such high praise from you. To be honest, I was also hoping you might be
But
able to
turns out
point
nope.
out some flaws in the product so I can keep improving it.
with most skincare products, The pros and cons only become apparent with long-term use. Oh yeah, this one has instant benefits. Don't worry though, I plan to keep using it.
Oh, I was hoping for a more casual conversation, but
Sigewinne! Oh, excuse us, Miss Beauty Expert. But do you...
wait. Are you the renowned traveler?
That's right! And by her side, the equally famous Paimon.
Who are you? Who are you?
Well, I don't normally handle customer questions personally, but Butterfly Dew is made for all skin types, so no matter who you are...
Why would it work better on Fontainians?
In the interests of protecting my trade secrets,
Alright then.
save yourself the trouble. I'd
Friend
be
discount.
greatly honored to have both of you use my product.
Yay! Paimon's private fund survives!
I can see why you might think that, but please don't misunderstand. This gift is simply a token of my esteem. To me, finding new customers for Butterfly Dew is about meeting kindred spirits.
Admirers of physical beauty.
This guy reminds me of one of the
Yeesh,
story
that's
quests
embarrassing to
in
say out loud. It sounds so shallow.
Sumeru.
It's nothing to be ashamed of,
I
Miss
think it's like a
Paimon.
world quest or
Most
something.
people
I don't
claim to
remember.
desire inner virtue, but it's still physical appearance that turns their heads. This is a fact of life. It's only natural for people to desire to become
But maybe I'm
beautiful.
wrong. Who knows? We just
And that's
started on
exactly
this.
what inspired me to choose this research direction in the first place.
You're right. Everyone loves beauty, don't they?
Look at the time. My apologies, but I have other things to attend to. I'll leave you with these 2 bottles of Butterfly Dew, and I look forward to seeing you again.
He's
I'd
teleported.
say there's no need for you and the Traveler to use this product for now. Why? Is there a problem with it? The quality is fine. I just think there's room for improvement. Really? Then why didn't you tell Rawat about that? Researchers are a very special breed of human. You can point out their flaws to their face and they won't mind very much. If I'd mentioned it, he probably wouldn't have given you those 2 bottles for free. Fair enough, that makes
Yo,
sense.
she's 5'8".
If you're interested in the more effective version, I can write up a list of ingredients for you. When you say more effective, you mean it'll make Paimon even prettier? As for me, it's probably time I got back to the Fortress of Meripede. I mustn't leave the infirmary unattended for too long. Alright, see you there then!
See you there then. Huh? That was fast. What? Why is it underground? Oh, hi. I mean underwater, underground. What am I saying?
Just up ahead, Traveler! The ingredients for Sigewinne should be nearby!
Sigewinne. Oh, those, okay. Noted. Noted with thanks.
May I present?
What?
Illusion shattered.
Commit it to memory!
Why did I bring up Sing Chu like he's gonna do anything to these guys? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, roll the boat, man.
This may hurt a little.
Did I not dodge it? What? Oh boy. Ay, ay, ay. Wee. Wee. I like how they still have the diaper effect even when you're above water. Very interesting. Okay, what? Okay. What was that flip?
Fortress of Meripede!
What was that flip? What? Should be good enough. Black. Oh no. Picked the wrong place. Oh. Oh. She's not flying up, but her... Huh? What? Wait, I recognize this. Yep. Damn it. It took me a while to like realize where I'm actually at. It's been a long time since we've been here. Way too long. Goodness. It's also been a long time since I last heard the OST. Let's get someone a bit taller so that's easier.
Whoa, the infirmary is packed.
Please, you have to believe me. I saw it with my own eyes last night.
Got it? Okay. I've written down everything you told me. First, which finger am I holding up?
Your index finger, but I'm telling you.
Very good. Now, on to the next. Hey there, Your Grace. It's been a while, huh?
Ah, it's you two. Indeed it has. I would offer you some tea, but I'm afraid the timing is unfortunate.
Of course you offer us
Duty
tea.
calls.
Of course.
No worries. Actually, we were looking for Sigewinne.
This inmate came running to the guards in a panic, claiming...
A doppelganger?
And that's what I thought when the report first reached my desk. Considering how certain he is of what he saw, I can only surmise that he's having some mental issues. So I brought him for a medical evaluation.
All right. Very good. Evaluation complete. I couldn't find...
I see. So do you still believe there's more likely to be an issue with his mind than his body?
I have to assume so for now. Psychological issues are more difficult to detect.
The rumor mill will go crazy if word of this gets out. The Marechaussee Phantom has requested my cooperation on a case, otherwise...
No problem, Your Grace.
By the way, we have a couple of guests here who've made the trip just to see you. I imagine it must be important. You probably won't need to add them to your observation list, though.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. Hey there, Sigewinne! It's actually not that important.
I'll be in my office if you desperately need me.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
So, Sigewinne. Would you mind waiting for just a moment? I have another patient to see. Oh, sure.
Sigewinne, we've brought him.
Huh?
And he seems to have taken a turn for the worse again.
Okay, don't panic. Let's start by sitting him down here. Paimon had no idea how busy it can get for Sigewinne. Maybe now's not the time to ask for her help with Ski. Good point. Besides, it might actually be interesting to observe her at work. Well, this could hurt, so I suggest you take a deep breath first. Did his face melt? What happened to him?
It's anyone's guess. His face melted off shortly after arriving at the fortress. But since he's a serious offender, he can't be allowed out for medical treatment.
What?
This is gonna be awkward. We still need to bring him to the Marechaussee Phantom for questioning.
The Marechaussee Phantom?
Yep, it was a huge case.
You done gawking?
Not yet. I need to check the severity of your ulcers to Don't worry. We Melazines have a very different sense of aesthetics from humans.
Don't patronize me. Do I look like a kid to you?
Hey, lose the attitude. You...
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to apply the medication now. Look how nice Sigewinne's being. And he still talks to her like that? What a nasty piece of work.
Can I leave now?
Wow, not a peep. What a brave little guy.
Thank you, Sigewinne. And I apologize for the trouble.
So, Traveler, Paimon, did you bring the ingredients?
We
did, but we don't want to interfere. Oh, don't be silly. I agreed to it, didn't I? Take a rest here if you want. Or, if you're not tired, or alternatively, is there anything we could help you with, Sigewinne? That's right! Let us help you out! It's the... Good point. Don't worry. I'll take a look at my schedule. I gotta warn you, though. It'll be tiring work.
Beauty expert, okay.
We're ready, Sigewinne. What's our first mission? I found the perfect job for the Traveler. First, I'd like you to lie down in this bed. What for? I need you to pretend to be sick. What? Isn't that difficult? Oh, so you knew. I sure did. She was way more interesting than the usual malingering inmates. When you played along very well, Paimon. Well, this is awkward. No time to explain. My next patient will be here any second. Please just do as I say. Okay.
She just sleeps, Pigman. She just sleeps.
Hey, Doc.
Well, your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. The last thing she needs is to worry about you being sick
Kid's
as
taller than her.
well.
I know. I shouldn't treat the place like a playground. Shouldn't go swimming in the lower levels where we join up with the sea. I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fortress for a few days.
All right. Sit yourself down and I'll take your temperature.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, I'll be fine, right? Can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend?
I sure can.
Huh? Brave?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, then you'll have to tough it out like this young lady.
Paimon is like, what?
Hang in there, traveler! Are you gonna puke? Paimon can get you a paper bag! As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever.
And if I'm not tough enough?
Hey! Wake up! Wake up!
What is that acting?
Put it this way.
I think maybe I'll take that medicine after all.
Oh, of course.
It's so bitter. Oh.
All done. Great job, you two. That kid really doesn't know what's good for him. His mother's a guard here. She's been working back-to-back shifts lately. He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that the Fortress of Meropide would be all fun and games.
It's a prison, what do you
So
mean?
you made us put on that act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine? It's a technique I learned from my teacher. Oh, you had a teacher? She was human.
Oh.
Sorry.
Paimon.
No, it's fine. I really liked my teacher. She was a traveling doctor. And since she didn't have a clinic, she'd go out and visit her patients wherever they were. She used to say, if you can scare the little brats into taking their medicine... She sounds like a pretty strict teacher. Strict? Well, that's not how my teacher saw it. Strange way for a doctor to describe themselves. As it happens...
Yeah, she kind of looks scary.
Oh, wow, yeah, okay, that'll terrify the kids. Yep. All the children she treated thought she was a witch.
Wait, what?
Why does it almost
Yeah.
sound like you're envious of
Wait,
her?
huh?
Oh,
That sounds like
because
the
I am.
story.
If she was here, all the
Huh?
children would take their medicine without any need for tricks. A doctor who looks like a witch. Oh, me, on the other hand, that's actually a good thing, you know? Oh, my next patient should be arriving now. Sure thing! On to the next mission. Is it nighttime already? Well, thanks to you two. Should we get some rest? There is one last thing. Confidential? It's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you know. Wait,
Oh
you mean
no.
those healthy meals? My
no.
patients refuse to eat any healthy meals I prepare in front of them, so I have to prep the ingredients in secret, then let the chef at the coupon cafeteria handle the rest. Considering even the chef's version makes people uneasy, it really makes you wonder what's in it. You want to find out? I can teach you how to make it. That way, if you ever suffer from exhaustion on your sure?
The reason why her meals were one of the
The
myths.
ingredients are ready. Now, put them on the table and add them in the order I tell you. First, we add this special slime condensate, stir it thoroughly, then pour it in.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it really does. Next up, xenochromatic crystals.
Crystal.
You want to crush them up into a fine powder, like powdered sugar. Wait, are those from Fontaine aberrants? Finally, we'll need some high-protein meat. Frogs are an excellent choice. Oh! Frogs.
Yeah.
And we're done. Yesterday in the production zone, I noticed an inmate who's been working for 2 days straight. That Sigewinne really does have the inmate's best interests at heart.
I'm just. Oh, wait. And yeah, I guess we just make our way there.
Ah, head nurse.
Just the one today.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Sounds like they're talking in code. Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
That won't do. If you reduce your sleeping hours any further...
All right. Nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told.
Well, I'm done with work for today. Seems like the guards and staff here have a lot of respect for you, Sigewinne.
Head nurse, please, wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late at night, but I think you'll agree.
Hello.
This is urgent.
Hello.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Just relax and catch your breath. What's the matter?
The guard at the observation ward, Odilon, he
Oh,
told
is
me
this
to pass on a
the-
message to you. One of the inmates there,
Is this the guy that
suffering
saw
from
the
possible hallucinations.
quote-unquote
Well, he
doppelganger?
seems to have made a sudden recovery, and now he wants to apply for permission to leave the ward.
Huh?
Already?
What? Oh, cool. Good to know, good to know.
You were right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him. Looks like we've got one job as medical assistants left.
Bruh. Wait, since we're here, right? Let me just get the welfare meal. Is there anything? English? English or Spanish? Okay, where's this person? It's the same place, okay. English or Espanol? Such a stupid meme. Slow English. What? Slow English or what? Wait, what do you mean? What do you wait? What? I'm confused. This is a new. This is a
head
new one.
nurse, you're finally here. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. After giving it some thought, I'm sure that I was probably just seeing
Language?
things.
Oh.
It's stress related, I
Oh.
imagine. I'd been working long
English.
hours, so I definitely wasn't in the best
The
state
only
of mind.
the only Korean I know is
Totally understand. Still,
the
I have to
amount
give you an
of
examination before I can discharge you.
meanings for
okay?
안녕하세요.
Breath and don't be nervous.
Minna
procedures we
여러분,
did this
you from
morning.
Spain? No,
whenever
I'm
you're
not
ready.
from Spain. No,
Again,
that
so
that
sorry.
was a meme. That
I
was a
in
meme.
such a
The
state
English or
this
Spanish
morning,
is a
I barely
meme.
recall anything. Would you mind taking me through it again?
Eric, oh my goodness, I almost read as
It's
English.
a lot to remember. First up,
What
we have a
other
little
Korean do I know?
cognitive
Your pinky.
Your pinky.
Alright,
What
all indicators seem normal.
what else do I know?
So it was a stress-induced hallucination after all?
You Korean? No.
Well,
no.
we've certainly
Nope.
had previous
Definitely
cases of
not.
mental illness caused by overwork,
Definitely not.
which is why I carefully observe everyone in the production zone.
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just still adapting, that's all. Pushed myself too hard, and I guess I couldn't take it. Thanks for looking after me. I'll be as good as new after a good night's sleep.
Who are you?
It can be difficult to relax in an unfamiliar
Where
environment.
are you from?
Alright then, you can leave the ward.
Take a guess.
I suggest you take
Yeah,
2
take
days
a
off
guess.
to focus on your recovery. I'll take
So
you off
far, no
observation
one
list for now.
has correctly
You're
guessed.
officially
So
discharged.
Great.
it might be the first one.
I
Who
can't
knows?
thank you enough, head nurse.
Mr. Odilon, could you escort him back?
Obi-Wan. Why not call him Obi-Wan?
Of course.
Obi-Wan
I'm on
Kenobi.
guard duty in the administrative area tonight. So
Mr.
Guess
Odie.
you're finally done for the day now, huh? Yep. But I still haven't gotten around to making that improved lotion for you yet. Oh, no rush! Seriously, it's super late now. Well, tomorrow it is then. Good night, Traveler. Good night, Paimon. Hope you sleep well. Oh, don't you worry. We will. After a... Yeah, sleep tight, Sigewinne. See you tomorrow.
Bro. Oh man. Wait. Okay, that felt better. Next day, okay. 8 to 12. It's always 8 to 12. Always. Now there's... I don't know how many countries are there in the world. You have a decent probability of guessing the correct one.
Let's go find Sigewinne.
Man. Bruh. How long is this quest gonna be? Ooh, there's a lot of people.
Whoa! How is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
Yeah, exactly. How?
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. I have a few people here for a checkup, so... No problem. Anything we can do to help? There's a bit of a complicated situation here.
You have to believe me. I'm telling the truth.
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon. I'm Uy.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with our arrest warrants. It's clear as day that you're Gascon.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you...
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice, yelling isn't going to achieve anything. At most, it'll delay your vindication.
He's floating, what?
All right.
This is nuts.
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marechaussee Phantom? Well,
Huh. That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to support their claims.
And we thought yesterday was as busy as it got for Sigewinne.
We've compiled their statements. Have a look.
Ah man, here we go again. What?
Wait.
Release? Interesting. The inmates they spoke of in their statements appear to all be due for release today.
I noticed that too. If that's their plan, they're underestimating us a little.
All the more reason to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse, though.
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who are about to be released.
We did consider that possibility. But I mean, just look at them.
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose.
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse make
What's
of all
this
this?
conspiracy?
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet, but please bear with me. Huh? yesterday? This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital at the court of Fontaine. I authorized him to leave the fortress for medical treatment under guarded escort.
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Putton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Potten's case, but how do you explain the other inmates?
No, I believe it was their faces that got switched.
Huh.
The method is a bit like replacing a tooth. Take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. Traveler, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the other day?
Yeah, sure do.
Then you can be my witnesses.
Huh? What?
So, you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse. It's me.
I need to do another examination on you.
All right. It's the cognition test first, right?
Now, try to recall if you can. The last time we did this test, which...
I believe it was your index finger.
But that means...
Huh? Same.
So basically,
Same.
last night, the Eric who said he saw another him suddenly recovered and applied to leave the observation ward. Sigewinne did another test before letting him leave, but that time, she held up her pinky finger.
Huh? I don't know about any test last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell.
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them. Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. Then, once all the other inmates were asleep, Odilon spent his night shift carrying out the remainder of their switcheroo plan. However,
this
they made
Scooby-Doo plan?
one mistake. Henri changed his appearance to match Eric's earlier than he should have done, and ended up being spotted by the real Eric. Real Eric came to the guards for help, but we didn't know then what we know now. So, however, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply changed real Eric's appearance and had their Eric take his place. Muddy.
Right, because I'd put Eric on the observation list by then.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off the list.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Well, I can't fault the reasoning. But I'm afraid that we ruled out the possibility of face switching very early on in this process.
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the explicit duties of the Malazines in the Marechaussee Phantom is to identify criminals in disguise. We carefully examined all the suspects, and there is an...
Well then, how do we explain all this?
So far, it seems more likely that the gang stole documentation belonging to the inmates due for release.
Actually, there is a potion that can completely change someone's appearance.
If a shape-shifting potion?
And it's from
Forgive me, head
the
nurse,
butterfly dew.
but this is the first time I'm hearing about it. If such a potion truly existed, it would jeopardize our entire investigative process at the Marechaussee Phantom.
Yes, I am.
But
The butterfly dew.
Please trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. Yep, let's do that.
okay. Well, it was our negligence that meant we had to come and conduct these post-internment interrogations. And
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. I checked the list, and sure enough...
2 hours ago? That's before today's interrogations began.
so there really was a switch after all. They really pulled the wool over our eyes on this one.
Who sees that?
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
Who sees that in
Not
this
if that
day and
potion
age?
is real. They can just switch faces again after leaving the fortress.
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Unless...
Well, technically
Actually, there is one more lead we could
There you
follow
go.
up on. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh?
Huh?
Rawat? Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skincare promotion?
Handsome? Maybe from a human point of view. One of the crimes this gang is charged with is the manufacture and sale of illicit drugs. At first, he thought it was a typical case of intellectual property infringement, and he tried to negotiate with them. But once he discovered their criminal operation,
Okay,
he
sure.
reported them to the
Same
authorities.
here, bye.
Thanks to his report, we were able to swoop in and arrest them all in one go.
What a hero! Bet that took courage on his part.
No doubt. This is worth following up on. As the one who snitched on them, it's highly likely that Rawat will be targeted by the escapees. That aside, since he's negotiated with them in person before...
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime...
Of course.
Miss Morgan, I'd like to come along and help you catch these criminals.
Huh?
Why is that?
Why is that?
Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night.
Don't say that, head nurse.
I also have a more personal reason.
Look, head nurse, I completely understand where you're coming from.
But
arresting criminals is dangerous business.
Also the...
And if anything happened to you...
Don't worry, I can defend myself just fine.
You say that, but still...
If I may, Miss Morgan, Sigewinne is the one who raised the potion hypothesis, and I'm sure she has far more expertise on the topic than your team. And if you really are worried for her safety, then... Ah, there you go, right on cue.
Right on cue.
Knew I could count on you.
Okay. Well, since this plan has the Duke's blessing, far be it from me to refuse.
Bruh. Back to the institute again. It's been forever. It's been forever since we last been here.
Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business. And we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The marsh is a phantom. Let me guess.
Not this time, no.
What?
Mr. Handsome.
Oh yeah, Mr. Handsome. He actually doesn't work on site here very often.
Just a handful?
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute...
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion. I don't
Unless...
find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's good at making friends. Really? Paimon couldn't tell.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne.
Oh, they're all over the place. Bro. Bro, why?
Hey there!
What do you want?
That was an accidental skip.
We're here to ask about Rawat. Any idea where he might be?
Close? Not sure that's the word I'd use.
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw him.
Would the patent in question happen to be related?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that. But I'm studying coatings. I bought his product once and noticed it contains a unique substance that might have applications in coatings too. Don't get me wrong, I had no intention of plagiarizing his work, but despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Skill issue,
So
man.
is Rawat antisocial? Whereas, well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info about... wait, 1 second. Mr. Antibes, next time you go shopping, you should...
Yeah, so random. So random. It's like, you should buy this, you know, lighten up. You know, it make you feel better. For real, for real.
Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me. What is it?
What's with
Are
this
you
blue
close
pen?
friends with Rawat?
We're close friends. You mean I should have known, really? Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women.
Okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him and...
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
I like how the traveler is just talking to Sigewinne. Whatever.
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a wasted opportunity. Maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we? She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. It's curable? Oh, we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's right, yeah! The Marechaussee Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people. We need to make sure he's safe.
What? How has this happened?
Oh, I see.
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. If he's not at the Institute, he might be at his mother's place. I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He may—
Oh, okay.
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but unbelievable. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again. We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marechaussee officers when we regroup. Cool, sounds like a plan.
Oh, we don't even need to visit the third one. Oh, nope. Yep, we still need to. Oh. Hi.
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out the Marechaussee Phantom with an...
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out we don't see eye to eye.
Oh, yeah? What?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do what we do for some sort of higher purpose. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confidentiality agreement first. Now that I've got my own technical solution for my compressor...
So that's what Rawat is really like. We'd still like to know where to find him.
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can.
Wow, turns out Sigewinne's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers.
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling
drugs. Doesn't he work with skincare products?
Who knows? I never cared to find out.
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
Well, that's all three researchers. Let's head back.
Bruh.
You know, Heimat started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful personality. So what's your view of him now, Paimon? A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder? So your thoughts about his appearance haven't changed at all? Well, his looks are kind of a big deal. You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers.
Yes.
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his technology with maybe he and his business partners...
You think he may have colluded with the gang?
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though? He was the one who blew the whistle on Dad! Most children who come to me with tooth decay have suffered pain for a long time already, but they'll still try to hide the fact that they eat too many sweets. If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him, asking for academic support, by the time he discovered who they really were.
That does make a lot of sense. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with the In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Verwat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too.
Don't worry, everyone. Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible.
Yep. When you register a brand, the
Okay, then there's no time to lose.
Let's go. Switcheroo. It still says switcheroo. We're still on the same arc. Oh my goodness, this is far. I don't even have any teleport waypoints. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay.
Remains constant over the centuries, but human life.
Give me a moment.
Dew at dawn, or above.
Gonna get my exploratory character. I'm gonna get that. Oh man. This is gonna be a long walk. Unless I see something. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh. Oh. Oh, that made life so much easier. What? Tch. Bruh. Oh, that's the ship. And that's a very rural area for a house, eh? Very, very rural area. I wonder why.
Time to go.
Oh no, I noticed another world quest. Nope, ignoring you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good day to you.
All right, this should be the house.
Okay, I'll knock.
It must be the mom.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Break the door down?
No, I'll handle it. Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open.
What? How?
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. We could try, but she is very ill.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here.
Yep. Allow me. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? Hard of hearing, perhaps.
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well, Looks like we're out of leads.
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he...
Maybe. But if so, where do...
Yes, so?
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while?
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse.
Also, I'd like some Marchusei members to stay as well.
Why's that?
Ifrwat knows how serious his mother's condition is.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
Damn, that head looks detailed.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon.
Crazy.
No problem. But when you say her condition
Absolutely
is serious,
crazy.
do you... Yes. She's barely clinging on to life. Oh. Let me take care of a few things first. Yeah, of course. I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods. Sigewinne. I'm on bets being a nurse must... Yes. It makes me a little sad. In a Melizine's eyes, a human's birth, aging, sickness, and death are as... But human medicine can defy that law to some extent. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases. Sigewinne. Don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all diseases. At the very least, I can lower her fever. Yeah. All the more reason to find Rawat as soon as possible, even if... Oh, her fever is getting worse. Sure, we're on the case.
Don't tell me how to do it. Bro. No?
Found the hot water? Sure did. And judging by this journal, it's... Oh, that's great news. The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, where is it? What? Another faraway place. What? Oh, there's a lot of people here. Wait, aren't those the mirror phantoms?
It's Officer Morgan! They're already here!
We came as soon as we heard the news.
Don't blame yourself. There's a mechanical door over here!
It's open. Let's go in.
Thought I did like guess the password or something. He's alive. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. Huh? Huh. Huh.
May
Interesting.
knowledge guide you.
May knowledge guide you. Okay, go.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
There is no escape!
Wait, wrong. What?
No, my sword! Rain outlined you.
I see everything.
Stupid, man. So dumb. Wait, can we? Oh, never mind.
Another test subject.
Huh? Ooh.
How brilliant!
Freeze! That tingle?
I see everything.
I see everything. Oh, what? Okay, you know what? You leave me no choice.
I swear, it's for medical research.
The wrong test subject.
What?
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted for.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Marachose Phantom. How did they find this place?
Wait, it's
We
that
got the
guard
plot
from
armor,
the
man.
fortress.
That's right. I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work until you've recovered?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out. Share the load.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no recent health issues.
What? But I...
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call—
Got it.
Got it. Zasagił. Zasagił. Shinzo zasagił. Atamaga zasagił. Can't trick me. Can't trick me. Too predictable. Way too predictable, man.
So many jars. Was this some sort of production facility?
Jars.
This scent.
It's probably a lot of figurines as well.
Ingredients used to make butterfly dew.
See, I caught it. Butterfly dew. Why is it broken though? What's the guy touching?
Empty. Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location?
I wonder why,
Given
officer.
our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade.
Perhaps butterfly dew is itself an illegal drug.
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess.
Understood. Well, let's not linger here.
Hey!
No. Cabbage. Okay. Cabbage. Ay, ay, ay.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around.
Wow. Okay. Go. I think this looks like a puzzle.
This one's closed too. What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through.
Wow,
There's a
so
loaded cart
smart.
right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try.
Come on. Bruh. Oh, chess. Oh. Mm.
Don't slip and fall.
Don't sleep before. Okay. Again, noted.
Rain outlines your fate.
I see, that's why they need water. Okay.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape.
Calm down.
Oh, huh. Okay. Cool. Oh, it's the balls. Oh,
Don't slip and fall.
yeah, right. And then counter clockwise. Oh, I see. Clockwise. Got cut moving. Damn it, I thought it would be easy. But it's actually quite annoying. Okay, come on. This is a waste of time. Oh. It's not letting me. Are you serious? Bruh. Nope. Ah. Yes. Yes, I've done it.
This room's much smaller than the others. Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse, over here.
Let's see. Huh? Robot's clothes. Perhaps they stripped him down.
Yikes, Sigewinne, where did that come from?
Oh, what a tragic way to go.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan.
I'm pretty sure what is evil as well. I'm pretty sure of it. Cabbage, okay. More cabbage. Okay.
Don't slip and fall.
A random relic, okay. Yes, treasure. Huh? What's this? Huh?
There's a whole bunch
Why
of
is the shorter one on top?
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontainian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood, and it's not as compatible with this face-changing solution as before.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal say Phantom found out about your other crimes.
Ugh. You're just lucky we didn't leave you in there after you disappeared on us with no warning.
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion? You kept quiet about it until we planned the prison break?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming you brought us here for a reason?
There is no plan. We followed him here on the promise of more juice. Besides, what does it matter now anyway? He already said, even if we did get our hands on more of that stuff...
I said enough arguing!
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion. Keep switching to a new face before the ulcers can start forming.
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply.
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking.
I have a document I took from that researcher that details how to make a replacement. Just give me one bottle of the undiluted fluid, and I'll get to work. What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserves.
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough!
Freeze! Marshal say Phantom!
Freeze.
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan, before anything else, please find out Rawat's status.
Rawat?
I don't see him. Hand over the hostage now.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells.
Parton?
Arrest them all! Don't let anyone get away!
Illusion shattered.
He might feel a little prick.
Bro, this is like no weird, man. Just straight up no weird. Headshot. Come on, stand up. Oh boy. Look at the recovery.
Shine down.
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Oh, huh. There's
Calm down.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my soul.
Illusion shattered.
I swear, it's for medical research.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Wait, what?
There is no escape.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my soul.
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan.
Captain, we finished the head count.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good.
I assume that's a robot.
Kill two birds with one stone.
For sure.
How did he get up there?
Don't waste your energy.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the agreed time.
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipe.
This is our distribution center, where we store the product derived from our source solution. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting.
Why would you do this?
Oh, please. If they can't supply what I need...
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead. Struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one...
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Potton?
You can't cure my face. Just give up.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it.
What the...
The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontainians. It might look like ordinary water. Before the flood, all Fontainians were Oceanids, physiologically speaking.
Disgusting.
A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the face of a Fontainian. Theoretically, it could give someone any appearance they wished. But since the flood, Fontainians have become true humans.
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontainians dissolved with primordial seawater?
How could you know all of this? No, wait.
It also means that I have a formula you're unaware of.
Huh? Why? What? Huh? What?
I might get to make a deal today after all.
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product.
Oh, it's the hunt. It's the butterfly dew.
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it had a certain special component in it. I'm guessing his skincare lotion contains the fruits of your joint research?
Huh. Impressive guesswork. Yeah, we were a
Oh,
supplier
and
for some
Rawat
of the
isn't
raw
him. Never mind.
ingredients. But it only contains a tiny amount of the active ingredient.
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process, giving the skincare lotion a similar effect to the fluid it is derived from.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out.
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls.
So, can we make a deal?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window. Drop the potion in, and I'll release you all.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first, then I'll hand you the potion.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face permanently. I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand. And when I faint from the poison, I'll drop it and it'll be destroyed.
No.
What is going on? It's like playing chicken here.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
So basically, she
Head nurse,
can
there's
use
too
the
much poison gas in
potion
here. We have to leave
to
now.
modify her face. That's why it's permanent. It's so interesting. Hmm. Cool. Very cool. But I assume the witch is the master then. Probably the master. I mean, that's the only way to go about it, right? Because it all makes sense, kind of.
That was too close. Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler.
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually.
Shame I ended up giving the improved...
No, please
Oops.
don't. Paimon doesn't want to use that stuff anymore. Still, it was a pretty good job that Paimon wanted to buy some in the first place, huh? Yeah, Paimon was just kidding.
Head nurse, I've done a final head count of our team and the criminals. It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat. At this point, I'm afraid he's probably deceased.
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Potton guy.
No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole bunch of antidotes on me for emergencies. And one of them neutralizes that poison gas. We'd have been fine, even if you hadn't opened the gate.
What? Then why did you give him the potion?
If this is true, I must concur. If he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine...
No, you don't understand. I gave him the potion precisely so we could be sure where he'll go next.
What do you mean?
We gotta hurry. She won't last much longer.
God damn it. Why did I talk myself? Rawa is potent. Should have known. I doubted myself for a moment. Rawa is potent. Why did I doubt myself on that? I didn't knew that Rawa is potent. It's so obvious, but I was like, but what if Rawa is actually the good guy? Pain. What? Where? Huh? Oh yeah, there's that one. Might as well go up and collect it first. Come on, Rawat.
Don't move a muscle. I might be short, but I pack a mean punch. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in.
Whoa. His face.
Are you... Potton? So...
What?
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred. His current appearance matches the mugshot on his arrest warrant.
I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? What?
Enough of this nonsense. Let me in.
You better pipe down. There's an old lady in there who's very sick.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat.
He's gotta be lying, right?
Forced against his will. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought I was colluding of my own free will. And then when I actually became a criminal in my own right, you all suddenly thought I must be under duress. Amazing what a difference a handsome face makes.
Save us the speech.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton, the whole world treated me with contempt.
Ew. What do you want? Get away from me.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like much of a researcher to me.
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
What?
You want out of
Civilian?
the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business...
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat, I have something I'd like to tell you.
I became popular with women.
This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me?
My peers looked up to me.
Okay, I'm very interested in your research, sir. You must no doubt have offers from countless investors. So far be it from me.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. After all, this superficiality could be made to work in my favor. Or so I thought. But alas, the world seemed bent on finding a reason to make me despise it. Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yep.
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother.
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own wretched, ugly face. Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you understand?
Have you ever considered if you'll even be able to look your mother in the eyes? You found a way to completely change your identity.
Why would I want to give up on such a lucrative business? The profits were dozens of times that of the synth business, and it was all above board.
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? You have no right to judge me!
You're a villain to the core! Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your current face either.
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least.
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare our lives. I had to confirm my suspicions.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher and a wretched criminal?
Well, there were no visual clues. This potion's face-changing effects are very powerful, but I believe I understand humanity a little better than most of my kind.
Then what a
Humans have
flex.
certain fundamental
What
qualities
a
that do not
flex.
change with their appearance.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So you think you're the one who seen
I
through
can't
me,
believe
do
we're
you?
actually getting
Most
story
people
quests
probably
about
don't know this, but I think I
appearances
can
before
guess what your
GTA
deal
6.
is.
That's
Melusine
insane.
constitutions are very close to that of water,
This
so it stands to reason that
what
the
a
potion
weird
should work
year,
on
man.
them too.
What a weird year.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
Sigewinne? Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the days when Melusines were discriminated against because of their appearance.
Yep.
It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of an alien race cast out by humanity. So you see, you and I were the same.
That's not important right now.
Huh?
Head nurse, I'm not sure that's a good idea. In his...
Don't worry.
Shut up.
Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion for our lives, he was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time.
All right. I understand.
Alright. Let's see what kind of sub-story we're gonna hear from him.
Mom? It's me, Potton, your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are.
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. I've done so much to get to this point. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
Him?
It's you. Thank you.
Of course.
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why?
No more questions, Potton. She's gone.
Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
Yikes. Yikes. Absolute yikes.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion! Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne!
Because it's my product.
Oh, Traveler Paimon, hello! Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer Morgan wrap up yesterday's case. That reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't? Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Unless modified, butterfly dew is an excellent skincare product. It's completely safe to use.
I'm a
Besides,
little butterfly.
officers have already retrieved all after consulting Monsieur Nervulette. Wow, it's Sigewinne to the rescue again!
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed of, according to...
Great! Good job, everyone!
Also,
Maybe she
you
does
mentioned
this.
you wanted a copy of Watt's interrogation records. Well, technically, Potten's records. After he saw his mother for the last time, it was like all his mental defenses came crashing down. Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance. Their supplier was Vache. It made for a seamless collaboration.
Vache again, huh? Is there still no end to the harm he caused?
Hey, hello Yuden. Yeah,
Make no
a bit
mistake.
late.
The crimes
A
of
bit-
Vache and
just
his
a bit late.
accomplices will come to an end.
We are almost to the end of
It's only a
the
matter of
second
time.
story quest of this
Since the
stream.
flood cut off their supply of primordial seawater, they've been forced to resort to riskier methods. After receiving
Ay,
numerous
ay.
reports, we were able to zero in on the gang and eventually round them up.
That sounds more like it.
Based on what he told us in his confession, we pretty much had him backed into a corner. Even though he made a point
Yeah,
of
he's
distancing
the
himself from the gang
he's the classic
while
man.
disguised as Rawat. He tried to throw us off
the
his tail
classic.
by reporting his accomplices, giving him enough time to transform back into Potten and see his mother one last time. But there was
Just in
one
time for
thing
that. Yep.
he hadn't anticipated.
It's the usual, man. You're
Even though
always just in
Potten
time
had
for the
been missing
ending.
for a long time, we were very much still on the lookout for him.
So he tried this once before, huh? Guess he really did want his mother to see him again. Looking at the interrogation records,
Yes, which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not personal greed.
Wow.
Even so, he went too far.
I understand. Why did you want them anyway? Potten was one of my patients. Why are you still treating him like your patient? That may be true, but a patient is a patient, regardless of the choices that bring them to my care.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence.
Of course, not to worry.
Thank you for understanding. I'll take my leave then.
Hey, hello, Thunder Shots. What? Interesting name.
Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself? Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon? You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really, actually, genuinely a true story?
Yo, Paimon's like ignorance is knows no bound. Yo, where are you from? Take a guess. Take a guess. I think you're also in line of the people asking the same question as well. Bruh, what the? This Paimon.
Really, actually,
Oh,
genuinely
she looks
was.
very happy for saying that. No. Why you always guess the same country? No. No. Do I even look and speak Korean? No.
I know. There are some secrets I can't tell anyone about. But considering everything we've been through together, I know I can trust you with them.
I have no idea for it's okay, I'll give you a guess.
I want to pay my respects to an old friend.
Philippines.
Of course.
Nope. Close, but nope. Yeah, you're actually getting warmer. Much warmer than Korea for sure. Where's the next one? What? Why is it always the most random places? Can we go from here? Tell the first letter. No, I can't say that. If I tell you the first letter, it's immediate, like, you'll know immediately. I can tell you what the letters involve. There is A, E, I, O. There's A, E, I, O. There's no U, sadly speaking. Yeah, it seems like only Funa does that animation. Weird. Very weird. Actually, what? There's more? I don't care. I don't care about this. There's so many. Wait, let me go activate the waypoint first before we end of this story quest. But I guess at the same time, Thundershots, you're kind of like complimenting my accent. It means my accent isn't that obvious compared to maybe like when I was younger. Ooh, no, no, why are you joking? Ay, ay, ay. Wait, I managed to do it without Kazuha, that would be insane. Come on. Come on, I can do this without Kazuha. Come on. Okay. This should be easy. And then we can just glide our way there. Genshin, man. My excuse is input lag. I think input lag is annoying. Damn you, input lag. Okay. Oh, why are those two here? What?
Oh, Neuvillette and Risley. They're here too.
Risley? It's not real the Slay. It's Risley.
Good to see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you.
Big news, everyone. The Udex is out of his office on important business.
Hmm? Is that genuinely something people would consider big news?
Why wouldn't they? Important
I thought
business.
he was being
Big
sarcastic.
deal.
Ah, yes, you're quite right.
What?
When someone you care about requires emotional support, being there... After reading the Maréchal Phantom's reports...
Take note. That, my friends, is how Monsieur Neuvillette shows that he cares.
So the old friend she mentioned was her teacher then? The witch? Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only because Sigewinne calls her that all the time, so...
I doubt she considers that title to be offensive, Paimon.
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as a sign of affection. She has spoken of this doctor on many occasions. In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne.
Younger colleague. Well, that might be true for the Udex, but I'm not sure I can say the same. Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress of Meripede hundreds of years ago, and after she did her time, she decided to stick around.
She was in
She's been
prison.
an integral part of our administration ever since.
Is it
Strictly
prisoner?
speaking,
What?
the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress.
She served a sentence?
Yeah, what?
Yes. Long before I became Udex, there was an ancient law in Fontaine that prohibited... Initially, I and most researchers
I
believed this
see.
law to have been imposed due to ethical concerns. But now, it seems more likely that the law was nothing more than an insurance policy, a way for Egeria to ensure that her people would remain insulated from the truth.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing to obtain a human form.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what happened back then?
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friends learning about her history. In fact, I first learned of it myself because she confessed the truth to me of her own volition.
Oh, backstory.
Even with their daughter so ill, they kicked you out? Stubborn as always. And prejudice isn't a disease I can cure either. Shame that I don't have the energy to get over there.
Master, what are you...
I discovered a strange disease.
Of what?
One I suspect that every Fontanian
That's so
suffers
random. What?
But
No.
without witnesses or
Way
proof,
of you are
no one will
cold. Like very, very cold. Yeah.
I had no
Antarctica
choice but to
levels of
experiment
coldness.
on myself to find a cure. But I hit a wall.
Mexican. That's okay. That's very
And
new.
as you can
Never heard
see,
that before.
It took a wretched toll on me.
Then I'll find a cure for you. And then you can go
damn
cure
it.
her.
There's no need. I am beyond saving now.
But, Master...
As I said before, a doctor's duty is to treat whatever ailments they can.
I know. But they don't trust me at all.
How short is she?
That girl. She's your first ever patient, isn't she?
I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means breaking the law and being punished for it?
As long as I don't hurt anyone. Yes.
Spoken like a true student of mine. Then I shall make one more final gamble. If I am able to work this miracle, then I will have found a way to save all Fontainians, and I shall be able to help you treat that girl.
What?
If not, then it means there is one more disease in this world that I cannot treat. I will leave you a parting gift. An accidental discovery happened upon through my study of this strange disease.
What?
When Sigewinne returned, she found a potion bottle and a note on the table. After using the potion as instructed, she gained her current form. And after I had confirmed the veracity of the events,
So that's what happened.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of Fontainians was uncovered. When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, I felt a deep sense of regret. As I used the law to uphold justice, after the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and, thankfully...
Wonder how she feels about all this.
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of these matters with you, no?
Why are they just staring at each other intensely? What? It's like the most intense moment. What? Saving that. It's gonna be an interesting screenshot. Huh? Oh. Cool.
You're here. The old friend I mentioned was my teacher. When she passed, her...
Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion...
Sounds like Monsieur Nereides filled you in.
After learning the truth, it must have been hard to process, huh?
Well, to be honest, after I realized what really happened that night, my first thought was that it kind of made sense.
But she was planning to sacrifice herself and never...
That's just who she was. If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine...
Alright, but why did you turn yourself in?
I broke the law. Simple as that.
Oh. Okay.
My teacher made her choice.
True. It's just... the way Potton framed it when he... You're not like him at all, and yet... You were still convicted and thrown in prison.
Unfair? I happen to think just the opposite. If I hadn't served that time...
Well, what makes you say that?
I knew you'd be curious.
Oh, backstory. Let's go.
The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. The Iudex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meropide gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients,
and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melizine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked
Is
a
that the
question.
girl?
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melazine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years,
What is?
Sigewinne,
Oh my goodness.
and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years. I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melazine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melazine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melazines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melazine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
After hearing everything Totten said,
Just got to
I wanted
ruin
to tell
the
him that it
atmosphere.
didn't matter what he
Paimon,
looked
why?
like on the outside. But it was too late. I tried to treat him, but the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face. I understand.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, there's one more reason I invited you here. In order to restore the appearances of the face-swapping victims, the Marechaussee Phantom gave me special permission to make a few bottles of that potion.
We don't need it though.
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first.
Well, fair enough, but still. If this is the very last bottle in all of Teyvat, getting rid of it would feel like kind of a waste. Melazine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? So that means the potion should have a permanent effect on you. After all, from a Melazine point of view, Paimon bets Melazines look the cutest of all.
Paimon, after everything, do you really think it matters whether I'm Melazine or a human?
Well, what was Paimon thinking?
Leave it to me.
And that's and that's the end. It's been a long time that I've streamed this long. 3 hours and 20 minutes. My goodness, that's so long, man. My goodness, I'm so exhausted. I'm super exhausted. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the story quest. To those that just came by, I'll do the timestamps. I'll just do a general timestamps, so you can like just go back in time and see the previous story quest if you want to. If not, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Catch you next time. I don't know when next time is gonna be. Maybe I might be doing ZZZ again. Who knows?
Tea parties are a must for the
Stay
well-mannered.
safe. Catch you next time.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be